Make sure. All right. Mm. Fabrizio, would you like to play a little bit as people come in the room? Mm.
Oh, sure.
Woo! All right. All right. Everybody. All the good looking people showed up today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Daily Antidote of Song. Grand Rising to us all. I'm Arne, your Tuesday morning host for this beautiful program, which is lovingly brought to you every single day by the wonderful folks over at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand. Every day. So today is April 12th, 2022. And here at Daily Antidote of Song, we are celebrating year 3. Okay, who was here during the first year? Put it in the chat. Um, I, I can't imagine if we thought that it was going to be 3 years moving forward. Honestly, I thought the stay at home situation was going to be for 2 weeks. That's what I was thinking, 2 weeks tops. But here we are 3 years later, and we have built a very strong and vibrant community, and I'm so happy to be about part of it. We've got a very special guest in the room this morning. He's been here many times, but he is back to entertain us, elevate us, enlighten us, and we will get to him after we say greetings to our Facebook Live family. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's okay. You can say hi. All right. And then you might as well just turn to your neighbor. Say hello. All right. Great profile, Katie. As always, I love to start my hellos to Jojo Rossi. I'm not sure if she's in the room, but let's give her a hand making this possible. Busy Graham, we've got Anna, we've got Diane, and my girl Katie, our Zoom guru. Give it up for them. All right. So let's get started with the Zoomers in the room on this booming afternoon. Okay, what did I just say? All right, take a breath. So glad to see Fabrizio. Hey, so glad to see Katie. So glad to see Annette. So glad to see Brian. Woo! So glad to see my girl Arlene in Berkeley. So glad to see Deli. Hey, so glad to see Jenny in Suffolk, UK, and Pauline in Newcastle, UK. Okay, how do you always manage to be next to each other? I don't know how you do that. I'm so glad to see Deborah in Kentucky. So glad to see Sheila in Florida. So glad to see my girl Cricket. So glad to see the curly tops. And there's one curly top. And there's two curly tops. And there's three curly tops. Shake it up, baby. So glad to see Tukey in London. Oh, I'm loving the hair color, Tukey. And so glad to see Susan in Seattle. So glad to see Susan, my girl in Ohio. So glad to see Gary Pausner and Kate and Jim in Charlottesville. Karen in Oregon. Sherry in New Hampshire. Play that harp, baby. Jean in Pittsburgh, my dad's hometown. Mabel and the Bears. Kick them Bears up. Yeah. And Christiana and Bob in Maryland. Day 737. Ow. Sarah Page in Texas. And Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Luda in snowy Victoria. Are you serious? I would love to see some snow one of these days. And Amanda and Miles. I see you guys. Good morning, Amanda and Miles. Nancy with her beautiful Irish cow. Moo. And Kathleen in Albuquerque. Storm. I see you. Good morning, Storm. Rosalie, Denonfield, and Carolyn. Another 737 days. Good morning to you, love. There's Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Everybody wave to Kevin. Hey, and Jamie in Victoria. Mr. James Harkless. Good morning, Baba. Good morning. Ralph in Victoria. Phil and Albert in Totnes. Hello, you back home? He made it home safely. Fantastic. Carol J in Connecticut and Bob in Tucson. Y'all are moving too fast. And Morse, I love that background, in Nashville. Okay. And Sarah in Texas. Hoda in BC. Hey, Hoda. Aloysius, I see you, and Bronwyn, and Lynn, and Bonnie, and LMG, and Bob in Albany, and Jane in Silver Spring, and Anna, hey Anna, and Loriana and company. We've got Gwen, Sandy E in North Carolina, Linda Rose. Everybody's here. Who needs to be here? At the daily antidote of song. Woo-hoo. Man, day 737. That's really, really incredible. Okay, so our guest song leader today is making a return trip. He's here. You already know him. Y'all already love him. He is a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a guitarist, and occasionally a poetry translator from Palermo, Italy. He's in Sicily now. He blends his Mediterranean roots with a contemporary sound that draws inspiration from extensive traveling and exploration of visual and performing arts. Everybody, put your hands together for Fabrizio Cammarata. Good morning, Fabrizio.
Hello, everybody. So glad to be here.
How are you today?
Very good, very good. 6 p.m. here. Very nice spring day. I'm in Sicily right now, my hometown, Palermo, and it's all good.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Tell us about the song that you have chosen to share this morning or
Okay, so
today.
it's Earth Day today, and there's a war going on. And I remember that I had written a song like many years ago, maybe 15 or 16 years ago, which is called Little Boy Sayin. I think I wrote it during the second Iraqi war, and it's a song it's like war from a child's perspective, and so it's a very simple lyrics as well, and it's a child speaking, and basically like there's a part that repeats itself like many times, which is the hey man, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. So this part is always at the beginning of the verse and at the end of the verse of each verse, but then the real chorus would be like sort of a vocalization which goes like you wanna way hey hey you wanna way you wanna way hey hey you wanna way you wanna way. So let's try to sing this.
Yeah, can we get that first part again?
I'm now with sorry.
Let's, let's get that first part again. I'm a little boy saying. Let's get that again.
Hey man, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. So this is how every verse starts, and then hey man, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I'm homeless. This is how it ends, and then it goes. You are now way, hey, hey, you are now way, you are now way, hey, hey, you are now way, you are now way, hey, hey, you are now way, you are now way. So this vocalization basically means nothing. I mean, it's just a kind of joyful choir. It's a war song, but I wanted this contrast to happen. Like like a very dark theme together with a very happy mood, and yeah, this may because like it's from a child's perspective, and we all know that even during the worst moments, the children are the last ones who to lose their hope. So
All
yeah.
right. All right. Well, I love the juxtaposition. Okay, we're ready. Take it away.
All right. Hey man, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. The things that you promised, the things that you took from us, oh, 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 where are they? The stuff that you brought with you burnt with my people. You saved who? I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I'm hopeless. You wanna hey, hey, you wanna Hey, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. A gas station you set up, starvation we die for. Tell them this too. Your violence, our silence, can't put up resistance. Tell them too. I'm a little saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I'm homeless. You wanna hey, hey, you wanna hey, hey, you wanna Hey, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I'm homeless. You wanna you wanna
Woo! Wow. Fabrizio. That's pretty incredible. So you found a way to take a really tough, difficult subject and bring some joy into it. Was that intentional?
Yeah, I needed it. I remember like I was when I wrote it, I was like really depressed by the war that was raging at that time. We're talking the Gulf War, so like the Second World Gulf War, and I needed some hope. I didn't want to write a sad song. I wanted to write a song that would be like a some sort of hope uh, anthem. So and I thought like the only way to do it was to give voice to a child. Like I said, like the children are the only ones that will never lose hope, and they're our only hope. and I can see it with the Ukrainian refugees right now. Like some of them are have come to Palermo, to my hometown as well. I mean, the war is right, around the corner for us, and you can tell that the children are the only ones that never lose their smile, and they're really, our only hope.
Wow. Wow. Well, I know you've been traveling the globes for a long time. Was it 2005? Was Ukraine one of your stops?
No, really, no, never. I've never been down there, and I mean, I wish, and maybe one day, who knows, if all this is over.
Yeah. Yeah. One never knows. Yes, people are talking about this room you're in. I think I told you it's pretty fantastic. It's 6 p.m. where you are. You should always do concerts from that room. Don't have to leave. Don't have to leave.
Right.
Stay there. Stay there. Um, You perform in clubs, performance halls, rooftops. Can you tell us of a really interesting venue that you've ever found yourself playing in? I'll confess, I played in a laundromat before.
Oh
So,
wow.
you
Let me think. I played in the desert once. Yeah,
know, tell us where. Tell us where.
I was in I think it was like in Abu Dhabi or something like that, and we were a bunch of friends there in the desert, and I took a guitar and just improvised a whole concert, like a 2 hour concert for them. It was just, the 20 of us, but it was amazing because there's a very peculiar sound in the desert, like
Yes,
no
tell us.
echo at all. It's
What did it
just a
sound?
country.
Tell us what does it sound like? What did it feel like for you?
It's very dry. I mean, in all senses, no reverb at all. I know that there's some reverb right now going on in my room. I'm sorry if it doesn't sound amazing, but in the desert, it is so amazing because it was like at night,
Yeah.
very, very comfortable temperature. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh wow, that sounds incredible. I spent an evening in Morocco under the stars in the sand. Speaking of sand, Fabrizio, there's an album cover of yours. I'm sure Katie will be able to put it up, the magic of it. What is going on here, Fabrizio? You got some explaining to do. What is going on there?
I don't know. I had this idea of doing this, and the album is called Lights because the previous album was called Of Shadows. So it's like, like the other side of that. And Of Shadows was a very, intimate and dark album, whereas this is a bit more hopeful and joyful, and there's more light to it, of course. And I wanted to visualize it with like somebody who just comes out. It's not like, the return of the dead, of course, but it's more like, now I can breathe, like now I'm back to the light. And so yeah, so
Were you
that
actually
was.
buried? Were you actually buried in?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it looks like desert sand. It's actually beach sand. So we went to a beach not far from here, and yeah, I was totally buried in that. And it was January, so not super comfortable. But yeah, the record had to come out in March, so we had to do it straight away.
Fantastic artistic direction. Now you dabble in photography a little bit. Is that correct?
Yeah, I love it. I like film photography actually. So I still do like my, film developing and print, and I got my own darkroom here, and yeah, I like it. Black and white. It's it's always good to. I mean, I'm 40 years old now, and I still remember how it felt like to have only have film cameras, and it's sometimes I get a bit nostalgic about that because with all this devices that we have, we can do like thousands of photos every hour, and the economy of it is just none of these pictures really counts. Really, the value of each picture has gone down, and whereas when I was a child and there were the films and everything, like each photo was so important. Also, like from an economic point of view, because you would have to develop it, and you know, so. I think what I like about it is that many times I with my camera and I just I try to see if I can make the picture, and then I decide, no, this is not a picture that I should do. You know?
I get it. I get it. I get it. I saw a video of yours. There was a couple, white-haired couple, and they were in this incredible space. It looked like it had been bombed out. What's the story of that?
Oh, there's many places like that in my hometown actually, because I think Palermo is maybe the only big town, big city in Europe where you can still see the signs of Second World War. So, like, I'm not exaggerating if I tell you that maybe 20% of the historical center of this city, so pretty close to here, is still destroyed by the air raids. You
Wow.
know,
Is there a psychological effect that it has on you when you're just going through the city because
oh
you're
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because you even if it's not something that I remember, of course, because I only know the war from my grandparents. You know, talking about that.
yeah.
But still, you see the traces of it. So you can see that this can really happen. And now more than ever, we all see that because we were so sure that this peace would be like at least in Europe and in the Western world, it would be like a never-ending peace. And now we know that this is something that we have to to treasure and to keep with a lot of efforts. And I think, yeah, Palermo helps you a lot to do that because you can still see like how it feels like to be at war.
Yeah, but there's such beauty and intimacy in that video. Tell everyone the name of it so they can go find it, please.
It's called In the Cold.
Yeah, and the actress and actor, they're two famous Sicilian.
No,
act-
they're not famous. She's a former dancer, and
I
he
could
is
tell she
actually
was
like
dancing.
a friend of mine.
I could tell she
Just
the way she reached her hand out and touched him. There's just
she's a really good dancer.
wow, beautiful, beautiful. Well, what's coming up for you, Fabrizio?
I'm in the phase of producing new music right now, so
For
yeah,
yourself? Is it for
I'm
you?
doing it right now. There's all my small studio equipment there, ready. I'm just writing songs and trying to produce them, and I'll probably come out with something new by the end of the year, and then start touring again. And who knows, maybe I'll be back in the States, maybe February, March of next year.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely. So people can follow you on Instagram, on YouTube, because we want to be able to support what you're doing. It's very important. Your family, and so we want to make sure that you receive all the love that you absolutely deserve.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, what direction are you thinking of going in for this next production you've got coming up?
I want to go a little more experimental, and even more. I've always released albums with only English written songs. That's what I've done like since I was a child.
Right.
And but I'm at the point where even language is kind of opening up to me. And I want language not to be like a border that I'm in, so I'll probably use many more languages. Um, I'm trying to mix them in a way that feels natural. So I don't want to make like an Italian song and then an English song, and I want to I want to like more languages in one song, and you don't even realize that I've switched from one to another. It's a big challenge, but I want to get there.
Wow, wow. So that kind of ties into your work as a poetry translator. How do you decide which poems you're going to do? And actually, how did you get into that profession, if you will?
I don't know. Like I speak pretty good Spanish and English, so I tend every now and then I discover new stuff from unknown poets from English speaking countries or Spanish speaking countries, Latin America, and stuff like that. So it's a shame for me that people don't, I mean, can't enjoy this, and I try to give a little help, for the Italian audience. I
Yeah.
have some followers here, on that side. So people always, wait for a new poem to be translated and to discover new artists, new poets.
So how do you do it? You say this is the day we got a new poem this day. You release it online. Do you do it in public? How does it happen?
I just released it online. I mean, it started off as a game really during the pandemic. It's one of those things that you could only do like at home,
That's right. That's right.
So so yeah, and I like to do it because I'm not like a professional translator, and I add a lot of myself to it as well. And I always say it. I always say, okay, I'm translating this poem, but beware. There's a line that I decided to translate in a completely other way. I'm trying to be respectful of the sense of everything, but it's just that in Italian, or for me as I feel right now in this moment, like this afternoon, I feel that I want to say this on the bottom of this poem, and I do it. I always declare it, of course, as a disclaimer.
Sure, sure, sure. Do you ever turn any of those poems, do you ever set them to music?
Some of them, yeah.
Interesting. Could there be perhaps a poetry recording in the works? Maybe that's something else you're doing?
Maybe, maybe.
Okay. Well, you're in a great space. I'm serious. I really love that spot you're in. The sound of it, it's very vibrant. It's a lot of activity going on. I'm wanting to know what's going on in that orange chair. But we could talk for a little while. I think we should get back to the song. We know our part right now. Will you please
All right,
bring us back through the song?
here we go. Hey man, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. And the things that you promised, the things that you took from us, oh, 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 where are they? The stuff that you brought with you burned with my people. You say I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I'm homeless. You might wonder where hey, hey, you might wonder where, why you wonder where, hey, hey, you might wonder where, why you wonder where, hey, hey, you might wonder where, why you wonder where, hey, hey, you might wonder where, why you wonder where. Hey, I'm a little boy saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I can't find my mom, and I ain't got no home. A gas station, you set up starvation, we die for tell them dance to your violence, our silence can put up resistance.
Wow. Wow. I could see your little 6-year-old self singing that song and that falsetto. I could feel it. It's all over you. Beautiful, brilliant song,
Thank
really.
you.
Everyone,
Thank
let's just take a deep collective appreciation. Let's show him. Fabrizio Cammarata! Fabrizio Cammarata! Coming all the way from Sicily. Fabrizio, thank you so much for sharing your time, your talents, your heart, your truth, your artistry. Looking forward to meeting you again. I think I want to come sing in that room. We're going to have to work that out. Because I won't even need a microphone.
you. Yeah, come over.
Okay, hang on. I'll be knocking on the door in a minute. All right, everybody, give him a huge hand. Brilliant song. Brilliant song. Thank you, sir. We'll be following and supporting you. Okay,
Thank you.
everybody, let us breathe that in. Mmm. That's some goodness. That's some goodness. Okay, before we take off, I'm going to ask Katie to please highlight one of our special friends in the room, Miles from Amanda and Miles fame. Miles, put your hand up. Put your virtual hand up so Katie can find you. Because I understand you have something special. There he is. Oh, okay, open up and tell us what that is. Oh my goodness. Can you open up? Oh, I'm sorry, I put you guys on the spot. Okay, so there's Miles. That was something. Wow. Somehow I think it has something to do with Ukraine. If you can't open up your mic, then just put it in the chat so everybody can see it. So we can celebrate that. Miles, is that your work? Did you do that? Did you do that, Miles? Woo! Yes, hold it up so we can get a nice screenshot of it. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
there we go. Now let me unmute.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yesterday he was messing with just how to use the emojis, and that's what he made.
Wow. So you started out, did you know you wanted it to end up like that or it just kind of happened?
Uh, after a bit, I decided to make a Ukraine flag with the huts, and then in the middle, just the middle line. You can see it's just a bunch of Ukraine flags.
The middle line's the flags, and then after I took the screenshot, then he figured out he could mark it up. So he marked it up with the heart in two different colors so that it would show against the background.
Yeah.
Incredible work, Miles. Incredible work. We're going to find a gallery for you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's fantastic. Wow, everybody give Miles a hand. Showing love and creativity all at the same time. Thank you for sharing that with us. Oh, let's breathe that in. Mmm. He's a little boy saying, he's a little boy creating. That song was for you, Miles. But thankfully, you have a loving home and Daily Antidote is part of your family. Okay. I don't think there are any announcements today. Is that right, Katie? All right. So before we say our final goodbyes, let me again extend an invitation to any new people who are in the room. Put in the chat how you found Daily Antidote of Song and also where you're coming in from. And one of these days, you'll get a very, very special welcome from the creator of the series, Jojo Rossi. All right. I feel good right now. Okay. It's an injection of love that I just got. Everybody, let's take a breath on all of this. And I'm going to say goodbye to the Facebook Live family. Let's wave them off.